this is two words,
right.
Political establishment. If these two words appear together quite often,
okay.
the computer will consider them as one word.
Yeah.
You can use it with trigrams, 3 words, but it's a lot. So these two, they probably appear together, but not so often as to be considered one. Yes?
I have a question as well. You said that with the terms that were used either 3 times or less, you removed them. But I wondered if you had any examples, because sometimes what's absent can be just as interesting as what's present, and so it's what they don't refer to.
Yes, the thing you actually do is, first of all, is try to think what you're going to leave out.
Exactly, yeah, exactly.
You can't include everything because it'll mess up your measurements.
Right, okay.
So if I've actually done the measurement with it was 1 or 0, the min words count, and I didn't get much different results. What I did get was a different sequence. This would be here, for example, or different numbers, different vector numbers. So this would be 0, 35 point something. So that's why I removed some of them to track the big stuff. Yes.
I wonder if because you had the web content and the tweets, did you look at the differences between them?
Well, there are the limitations that Twitter has, 140 characters, so tweets are really small, but they're numerous compared to press releases, and a lot of the tweets are actually links or retweets. I didn't consider them, I stripped them off during the data cleaning. Usually tweets are more aggressive.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Yeah, but it's not general rule, because some press releases were pretty aggressive, and if you look at other parties, for example, Golden Dawn, which is the neo-Nazi party, it's aggressive everywhere. So it would be really interesting to measure only one, like tweets or press releases, but the size of the focus became really small, and I had to somehow include more data, because if it's small, then the computer will give you some results, but they were not going to be bulletproof, let's say.
Yes?
Thanks. I think just continue what she asked there. So this discussion is intense, but also very civilized. Was it possible, say, for this kind of data, you can establish kind of a baseline of political discussion, and whatever is more aggressive or more abusive, you can be able to detect it, and maybe send out a warning alarm, or just have some social impact.
To have, let's say, another program.
Yeah, such as calling the other party a liar, ambassador, monster.
Yeah, but are you like 100% sure that your other program is not going to be used somehow by? For example, let's say that we're the government and we decide to put out a program like this. The next day, the opposition, after accusing us of propaganda and stuff, we're going to put on their program. So, I don't know, it's a really good idea, I had it, but I don't know if it's viable.
Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you for interesting presentation and interesting method. I'm wondering, first I would like to ask, how long did it take to model this data, all those ad blocks, and on what computer?
The actual training of the algorithm took a couple of days, but the collection of the data and cleaning them took months.
But and another question: have you compared the results with Comunicacio? Because this model, these vectors are not like 100% precise, as it depends on training. The training was really long. But I've played just a bit with web embeddings because of technical limitations, and results were pretty similar to Comunicacio.
Well, first of all, this is a unique result. If I run the same system with the same data, it's going to give me different results. It's not going to be completely different, but here, for example, you might see 0, 39, and this would be first, Apoleo. So, yeah, what you're actually asking me is that whether I could could do that manually. No.
Well,
No way.
well, the question is, I mean, because what was the advantage of using web embeddings over from collocation analysis? Because in theory, it should reflect its more distributional aspect. That, for example, this when create was stands in the same context as the name of the leader or the new demographic, I've forgotten the name. Much of the results would be probably very similar to collocation, or won't they?
Okay, sure. You can do it and email me the results.
I don't speak Greek, unfortunately.
You can do it for Polish, so.
Yeah, but it's still it's interesting. I'm glad to see research using web embedding.
Okay, thank you.
We have time for other questions as well. Yes.
Thank you very much. Very interesting. Yeah, and very similar question. Like the first question, the first is a comment. So, have you considered from a theoretical point of view, take like the moral panic?
Can you speak up?
The moral panic
Okay.
theoretical approach. Because I conducted a very similar study on Italian press, on Italian politicians, and I found out the results were very similar to yours, self and job. And analyzing the results through the moral panic theoretical framework, which says that the contraposition of the self and another is the base for the populistic propaganda.
Yeah.
Would be put out other kind of.
Yeah, you can do a lot of things actually if you figure out what to feed to the system and what it will give you. So moral panic is definitely a tactic, as you said. It's a favorite one. But I can extract it here by looking at the results. That this and this and this, they're probably trying to panic the voters. You can definitely see it if you read the press releases. But in order for the computer to be able to see it, you need to somehow change the parameters. You can't do that, but you'll have to experiment first and say, let's use this and go ahead and go by instinct until you get some results on a smaller corpus, and then you can implement it in a larger one.
Yeah.
That's how you do it. But you can use, for example, there was pretty common in my data. I read a lot of them. And they were really trying to panic you somehow. That the other guy's going to destroy us, so please vote for me.
Yeah, and my second question was like, why using a word embedding software as you used, and not, for example, use a collocation analysis?
Yes, thank you. I was expecting a question like that. Because I wanted to analyze more data, and word embeddings is faster because the computer is actually doing it. I input the parameters and then I left it. Yeah, single 2 lines, something like that. And then I went, I had dinner or something, I came back and I had the results. While with collocations I had to be there.
So it's like more like computer related. So do you?
Yeah, actually this with the computer might detect some relations that are difficult for you to imagine and me. For example,
Show me some.
For example, the leader of the opposition is related to this guy, it's MEP Kuloglu. Kuloglu is an MEP of the Syriza party, the governing party. So I don't know why the computer thinks that they're closely related. I can hypothesize that he appears in a lot of speeches of the opposition. I'm not sure, but it will definitely find some stuff that you're not expecting. For the Nazi party, the Golden Dawn, I ran the algorithm and I asked for results for the leader of the PASOK party, which is one of the minor parties. Its leader is a woman. So I got a lot of words that were female related, like pregnancy, like women, so, which didn't make any sense because for the leaders of the other parties, I got like corruption and bribes and whatever. So what I hypothesized is that the Golden Dawn party, the neo-Nazi party, is actually attacking the gender of the leader of the party, which I wouldn't be able to detect so easily on my own.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
I do have a question.
Yeah.
I hope it's not. I mean, if you said that the Greeks will go for the other party in the next elections.
For new democracy.
Yes, exactly. Even though they are depicted as the bad guys, as you said, right? So what's the impact on society of their discourse? How does it impact?
Well, my feeling is that it won't, because if I'm a voter for New Democracy, I will listen to what New Democracy has to say, and I will consider the current government as the bad guys. If I'm a voter for the current government, I will keep voting for them. So what is really interesting is the swing vote. What will they think? I don't know, honestly. It's really difficult. Well, Greek voters tend to be really grumpy, and they tend to vote for one who's saying that they're going to change the world with a flick of their wand, which is unrealistic. So I don't think it will impact society, because if I vote for New Democracy, they will keep following policy, the current policy. So the next time I will vote for the opposition party, because they will be presenting themselves as the good guys and the others the bad guys. And I will say, I voted for the opposition then, and they turned out to be bad guys, so I'm going to vote for the previous government now.
So
it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to me too. They tend to go, I don't know how they think.
Okay. I do think that people are confused.
Here.
I mean, no, in general. When they have to vote, they don't know which party to vote.
From what I've understood so far is that they tend to vote what they hope it will happen, and not what can actually happen. So if I tell them that I'm gonna erase all debt, for example, which doesn't make any sense, it's completely illogical, because no one will accept this. Because they want to believe me, they will vote for me, and they will think I'm the good guy. So when I come into power and I say, okay, you know what, it's not going to happen, so they will immediately throw me a label of other and liar and deceiver, and they will vote for my opponent. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.